Hi. Ula Ula. So this is Sunday, the 28th, Manila time. So I'm here at the Golden Phoenix Hotel in Pasay City, facing Mall of Asia. So I was blessed by a relative who sponsored me to stay in this hotel for my 3 days quarantine period, instead of getting the one that I have to pay. So why I should not get the free one, right? But anyway, this is just a gesture of paying back, I guess, because we had a good relationship as relatives. But nonetheless, it's the thought of me being cared and giving this kind of blessing. So I arrived here yesterday, no, this morning actually. So we got stuck in the airport for almost like, for me, it's been like less than an hour. But if they will follow the way how it was this morning, because we got two airplanes loaded with OFW, overseas Filipino workers, and we have to go through the process. There's a lot of process that you have to do. You have to do the One Health Pass, which will take over for all the papers that you have, quarantine and quarantine pass, the PCR test. But anyway, so I'm just giving you a tour where I am now. While I'm talking, then you can see what's going on outside. So I'm on the fourth floor, and this is the Macapagal Boulevard, and that's the Mall of Asia out there, and that's the, you can. I think I can walk if I want to. It's just closed, right? And then so this is this is the setup, and then those are like the taxi drivers waiting for the passengers. It seems this is a little old hotel. I think it's a four-star hotel, but look at this. I think this is good for a family. So this is considered deluxe in the status of the accommodation. They have this one, and very simple. And then there's a little dining table, and then they provide you. Those are like the food I bought last night. That's this morning. And then there's a kettle if you want to have a coffee. I brought my own coffee, 3-in-1. And then there's a water. Amazing. They even have alcohol here. Look at that. See? So, and then there's a little fridge. I'm not gonna open it. I don't want to touch what's inside because I might eat it though. Anyway, so, yep. So I have to walk to the bedroom. Good for a family, I guess. It's a trip. What is that? Something going on. So this is the bedroom where I'm staying. So it's a big one, and there's a TV, another TV, and then so another 2-3 days. So there you go, and that's the Mall of Asia on the other side. I was in the living room. This is the bedroom. So at least I have something to look at or see instead of like, just a plain window. I can see a lot of cars driving around, people walking. Unlike last March and April, I was just like staring the people, not the people, just like the road, because it was at that time it was E2, or what do you call this? Quarantine on the second level. So, yeah. So, yeah, this is we're gonna stay for another 2-3 days, and I'm gonna have my own. I have my PCR test. They're gonna come up here either today or tomorrow, and then if it's negative, then I can go. But I have to stay here for at least 4 days. Well, I prefer to stay here a little bit longer because it's free, right? So why should I leave early? So that's the way how things are going on. So, yep. So I left. Going back to the airport scenario. So the process is the airlines where you bought your ticket will send you a link to the Philippine government what they call the 1 day pass. You have to download all the information you had, passport, airline, seat number, questions about the COVID, um, when you got your first dose, and then also where it was done. If you have a second dose, if you have a booster, although there I didn't see a booster, but it's just first and second dose, and then the PCR test. So the question is, what if the passenger doesn't have a cell phone? Just like yesterday, I know this morning, there's an old couple coming from Alaska, I guess. They were not informed. They don't have because they don't use cell phone, I guess, and they don't have the Q pass or the one pass. So according to them, the airline helped them because the airline is supposed to be helping them, and they said they filled up the form through the through their internet or through their mobile phone out there in the airport, and then they send it to Japan Airlines here in Manila, and then they will send it to the BOQ, to the quarantine. But they haven't received it according to them, so they got stuck there for, I think, according to them, it might take 3 more hours for them. So, kawawa naman sila. But for me, being completed the requirements, it's easy to go through. It's kind of a pain in the butt because you have. I did it 10 times before I finally got it to be submitted because there's always one missing. Once you miss one question that's wrong, you have to go back again from the beginning. So it's kind of like a headache. But once you got it, and then now I know the value of it because once you get into the airport from where you came from until here, it's easy. The flow is easy. You don't have to show any papers. It takes everything. Unlike before, you have to show the paper of this, the paper of that. And then also when I got into the what do you call this? To the custom. What, is that the custom? Yeah, where you have to give your passport and take a photo and then ask your questions. It's easy because you have the QRS. There's not a lot of question and detaining. So that's easy. And then since I know someone in the airport that took care of me, so I was pulled out from those people, the OFWs and also the regular passengers, our group. So if I was not being pulled out, it will take another 3 hours, according to the one who pushed my wheelchair. So it's easy to just take your temperature, ask you about your health status, if you're taking medications, and then they let you go, and then you go to the hotel quarantine the reservation. They will ask for your reservation number, which hotel. Then after that, if you're okay, then you go, and then you pick up your luggages, and then after that, you can buy something because the duty free shop is now open, which is very inconvenient. A little spendy because a bag of chocolate with a mixed chocolate, it costs you $25 without tax. So that's okay. So if you want to send something to your relatives or whatever, then you can buy it for $100. You got 4 pieces of the goodies, and also they have freebies. So that's a good thing. You help the economy, you help the people in the airport, you help those people working. So it's a good help for us who have a little extra for them, for the people working in the airport. And then after that, they will wheel you down because I was in a wheelchair, or they will walk you through the exit, and then there is also like military people assisting you to take the taxi. Taxi is either the regular taxi, which is like by meter, or there's a taxi contracted by the airport, which is also a fixed amount. So it's kind of safe because before they let you go, before they let the taxi go, or that one, the coupon, they call it coupon taxi. They will ask for the ID of the driver, blah 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 blah, and then they will take your information, blah blah blah, and then they will bring you to
hotel, the driver will go to the sales, to the front desk. They will sign, and then that paper will go back to the airport and give it to the people, the military people in the airport. So it's kind of safe for you to take the taxi, and it's cheaper because the one that I asked about the fixed one, it will cost me around 350 pesos to 400, versus the one that I got, it only cost me $200, 200 pesos, and then we stop in the convenience store where I bought my snacks. So 200, and I gave him an extra 100 as a tip for the for the driver. So the experience this time is as smooth as what I had last March, and also it's more organized. It's quick. Before, once you get into your connecting flight, they will you have to go through another inspection of your luggages, but this time they let you stay in the plane and ask you if you're if you're on a transit or you're gonna go to Japan, because I stop my stopover is in Japan. So if you're not returning Japanese citizen, you stay in the airplane, and they will tell you to go out once it's everything clear, and they will drive. They will let you walk through the gate, so there's no more second inspection, which is, I think, even more practical and realistic. Why you have to be checked since you already checked in the uh, main departing airport, so it's less stress. So that's my experience today. I mean, this trip. So for those traveling, so at least you have an idea of how the process goes, and we just offered it to God. God will do the rest. That's what I always say. But anyway, for the meantime, I'm just on my second day. I'm just watching uh, the channel here, Filipino channel, and just gonna be watching the other side of the building. See how many people are gonna get off that terrace out there. Those are condominiums and not a hotel, I guess. So yeah. So for the meantime, this is my first vlog, my first day. So I'll do another one once I get out. Thank you and have a good day, and God bless everybody. Bye.